movie, Lamar is trying to let us think and be even more aware about first, racism towards black people, second, brainwash, third, fake people with their vanity, and the last one, inspiration. I'll try to explain these discussions as clear as I can and as simple as I can, so this video is gonna be only one part. Let's check it out. Whoa, stop right there and listen to me carefully. Start to be smart and educated netizen. This video is only a theory, not a fact. This video is based on the sources that I got and based on my very own opinion. So if you find something which is not right from this video, feel free to criticize me in the comment section below. And a smart citizen will criticize politely, with at least a suggestion and at least a single solution. If you're directly judging people that you don't even know by saying swear words because of their mistakes, it does not make you look smart, but it makes you look stupid and uneducated. And if you think you look cool by bullying people in the internet, dude, you don't look cool. A psychopath gets entertained by hurting people. If you feel entertained by bullying people, you don't look cool. You look like a psychopath instead. And where is a psychopath supposed to live? Listen. You're waiting for next Indonesia training video because I'm gonna discuss about how not to be an Indonesian bullier, because if you bully an Indonesian, it's like you are ruining your own country. That's what happened nowadays. We are bullying instead of supporting each other. We are the new colonialists in our very own country. And big respect to my subscribers who are still patient watching my content, because I know my content is not so entertaining. And you guys are really cool, still want to spend energy to watch and process my content. Racism towards black people.
Segregation.
You've got to keep the white and the black separate.
Segregation now, segregation tomorrow, and segregation forever.
In this part, Childish Gambino did it better. So you might consider to watch my breakdown video about Childish Gambino's This Is America MV on this card right here. But let's talk a little bit about this. There are several scenes from Humble that I'm going to explain. First scene is the bald guy scene. Their heads are nodding every time Lamar says, "Sit down, be humble." These bald guys represent the history of black people in America who must follow all of the regulation that's sometimes not fair for them without even questioning. Second scene, the flaming heads. Pay attention to Lamar hoodie with the brand Dreamers, which can say that these guys have their own dreams, but they couldn't reach their dreams because those dreams are tight and burned. This may show the history of how black people in America were limited in education, led them to burn their dreams and live like the people behind that look less educated. Third scene, the infrared scene. This relates to the stereotype of cops perceiving a black guy usually as a criminal and dangerous. This made cops more easily to shoot black guy without even sure that the guy is dangerous or not. One of the examples is the death of Philando Castile. The cop shot him in the car just because the cop was afraid that he was gonna throw a gun. In fact, the guy was just about to take his license out from his pocket.
Told to get his hand out.
You told him to get his ID, sir, and his driver's license. Oh my God, please don't tell me he's dead. Please don't tell me my boyfriend just went like that.
Keep your hands where they are, please.
Yes, I will, sir. I'll keep my hands where they are.
My firstborn one son died here in Minnesota. Under the circumstances, just because he was a police officer, that makes it okay. Oh, now they got free reign. He's found innocent on all counts.
brainwash.
Extremely dangerous to our democracy.
These are the scenes that can be interpreted as how media are trying to brainwash you. The salon scene, the tabloids, Tiny Planet, eye tracking camera, and countdown scene. However, let's talk about what brainwash actually is. According to Cambridge Dictionary, brainwash is an activity to make someone believe to something by repeatedly telling them that it is true and preventing any other information from reaching them. This is exactly what mass media doing to the people, repeatedly suggesting and providing information to the people that in fact not everything media provide for us is necessary. And this is how media brainwash people. By the way, there's nothing to be afraid of. Media just brainwashing us to be consumers, pursue us to consume everything what they provide. For example, TV shows, reality shows, news, and advertisements. There's nothing wrong with it. There are 3 steps for mass media to brainwash people. First phase is attraction. Mass media are full with creative people that hire to attract you. They use so many creative ways to create content that can attract their audience. For example, by creating powerful, eye-catching headline or teaser about a program that can hook you. Second phase is connection. When you get attracted with a particular program, mass media will play with your mind by dramatizing, exaggerating, and sometimes manipulating content that you consume to let you feel connected. Third phase is vibration. When you feel connected with the program and you start to have a desire to get back to consume that program, you are in the vibration phase where you start to become their addicts. This is where you have successfully been brainwashed and where the problems begin. Roy F. Baumeister, a professor of social psychology at Florida State University, admits that as the result of evolution, our brain is naturally designed to focus on negativity, to let humans be aware of dangers hundreds years ago. When we start getting addicted, for example, to TV, our brain will be flooded with so many information. But what will stay in our mind? Only the negatives. These are them. Being afraid to be left behind on lifestyle, become anxious and feel lonely, believing of a particular public figure is bad, stupidity is cool, beauty and handsomeness are number 1, happiness is things you need to buy, and believing world is full with crimes and hates. Wow! If your life is still full with negativities, you're gonna probably start blaming mass media right now. Do not do that, because the most powerful brainwasher, in fact, is not mass media. It's your closest family members and your closest friends, because you are going to constantly see what they do and listen to what they say on the entire time of your life. But don't worry, because in Humble MV, Lamar reveals how you can be your own brainwasher. First, don't give a dang with social media. You can see in the salon scene, all of the girls are reading magazines, which represent mainstream people who enjoy mass media. And what Lamar does, he only sits without reading, which shows that he doesn't give a dang with social media, with mass media. Second, don't give a dang with negative people and be anti-mainstream. Pay attention to the flaming head scene. The cheering people behind may represent mainstream society, which can be your family or your friends that usually are trying to drag you to be mainstream by living your dreams and follow what mainstream society wants you to be. There are many people who could have been successful artists, entrepreneur, athlete, dancer, actor, singer, rapper, and many more. But because of mainstream society that always drag people to have mainstream thought, million people ended up killing their dreams working in the office and be common people. And the mainstream people are subjected to the nodding bald guy scene, which eventually become the rope flaming head guys. They don't want their head to be burned by people's perception about them. So they decided to rope their head, means to be brainwashed and become closed-minded like the mainstream people. Pay attention to Lamar. You can see Lamar is wearing a white hoodie with a brand Dreamer, which can show that he is a man with full of dreams and he doesn't care about people's perception and thoughts that want to brainwash him. And his flaming head shows that he would rather get a painful way by being anti-mainstream and keep pursuing his dream rather than to be brainwashed and become closed-minded. The Tuxedo Guys scene shows that Lamar has successfully left the people who wanted to try to brainwash him and find the correct society that has the same thoughts with him. As we can see when Lamar says sit down, these black tuxedo guys do not give a dang. That may represent successful people do not give a dang with mass media and negative people that always want to brainwash them. That's the reality. I met so many successful people and all of them share at least these three characteristics. 1. They are all anti-mainstream. 2. They do not watch TV. 3. They never hesitated leaving all of their negative friends because they say one of the keys to succeed, you need to make sure your brain receives negativities as minimum as you can and receives positivities as maximum as you can. After all, it all depends on you guys. This is only theory. You decide. Third, fake people with their vanity. Whoa, this is my favorite, guys. Lamar boldly says that he is sick and tired of the Photoshop. Photoshop represents people who fake their appearance. We can broaden this discussion from appearance problem to fake life of mainstream celebrities. Lamar knows that celebrities are the best inspirational people, but you can imagine what their fan could be if their idols as source of inspirations are fake. If you pay attention to Lamar's lips in this eye-tracking motion camera scene, Lamar did not match his lip with the lyric, showing that Lamar is trying to roast celebrities who do lip sync to their own song. In Flaming Head scene, Lamar is also trying to roast celebrities that lack of confidence and do auto-tune, symbolized by rope head guys. While Lamar decides to not rope, showing that he is confident with his voice and decides to not use auto-tune. His voice in Humble is pure without auto-tune. Next, in the gray poupon scene followed by infrared scene, Lamar says, "Watch myself speak. You let the mad talk. If I kill a person, it won't be the alcohol." Lamar is trying to roast celebrities who are using drugs and alcohol to help them to perform. For Lamar himself, it is unnatural and can be considered a coward move. Lamar also implicitly portrays himself as the greatest artist at that time, as he won so many awards as well as achievements and was invited to the White House meeting Obama. And as you can see here,
if Drake and Kendrick Lamar got in a rap battle, who do you think would win?
Gotta go with Kendrick.
Obama even admits that Lamar is better than Drake. Lamar is trying to roast celebrities who portray of happiness through their vanity in their music videos, implicitly showing to the society as if happiness is only about having a lot of money. Okay, you may probably think that I am hypocrite if I say money is not the source of happiness. I don't want to be hypocrite. Money is a source of happiness, as by having a certain amount of money, we can buy things that we need and we want. But money is not the only source of happiness that people usually decide to focus. And here is why. being healthy is the most important one, mentally or physically. What you're gonna do with your money if you just stay in hospital waiting for your death? Family. What you're gonna do with your money if you don't have happy family just because you focus on making money? Intelligence. This is usually what money-oriented people miss. Being intelligent is one of the best way to make money in the future. But nowadays, for example, so many people decide to take shortcut by doing monkey business, making money in the wrong way, either by hurting people or fooling people. For a wicked person, this way is probably okay, but for educated people like Lamar, it is totally not right. The last one is spiritual happiness, either for some religious people or for non-believer who still believe in humanity. Money could become the root of all evils. You may see how government officials were sworn below the holy book before they inaugurated, but eventually did corruption because of either not fully understanding the teaching of their own religion or not understanding what humanity really means. Lamar is trying to show that he doesn't want these fake celebrities brainwash so many people with false ideology of life, and implying that the perfect happiness is not only by having a lot of money, but by combining all of health, family, intelligence, spiritual, and financial success all together by starting from being humble. Thank you for watching. Please recommend me what song or topic to be discussed later in the comment section below. And stay smart.